Students seem to be having a hard time keeping their mobile devices intact. According to a recent survey, more than 75% of students need to repair or replace a device during the school year. Joining us now to talk about that is Mike Andronico, Associate Editor at Tom's Guide. So, Mike, you know, I have to say that when I first got my new iPhone, I dropped it because I wasn't able to get a case. And before I could get the case, the next one, I dropped the second one as well. Is it just that these phones are starting to be much more delicate?
I think it's a number of factors. I think, yes, the phones are fairly delicate, but manufacturers have been making strides in making them stronger. I think some factors include, some people might not want to use a case. Some people, just simply might not be careful with their devices, might be using them while they're, rushing down the street, trying to catch the train. So there's a lot that factors into it, but I think just people need to be more aware of what options they have, both as far as getting a protective case for their phone, and looking into insurance.
But sometimes even a case doesn't prevent a phone from cracking, or certainly if you drop your laptop when you're on the move. And these are students, right? They're often rushing from class to class. Is it worth it to actually buy some of those extra insurance policies?
I think it depends on the specific device. I think, particularly for phones, I think it's a good idea for students to look into what the phone maker offers in terms of replacement options and what the carrier offers. And if it looks like you'll be paying a lot of money, yeah, I think it's a good idea to look into insurance.
How does this coverage work? And do the policies that come from the carriers, for example, on the phones, would you opt for one of those as opposed to something directly from the phone maker itself?
That's a great question. It really differs on a case-by-case basis. Some manufacturers might repair your phone for very low price or replace it, and in some cases you might want to go through the carrier. But I think more often than not, going through your carrier is usually a smart way to go.
And as far as trying to get it done on your own, there's a shop here in New York that actually became famous because some kids busted their display that now looks like a broken phone, and they do phone repairs there. Is it worth it just to pay for it on your own if it's a new phone?
Yeah, that's a good question. In some cases that might be the way to go if you have a brand new phone that you found kind of someone reputable who can repair it for you. Once again, it really differs by device. For example, Apple offers a decent amount of options when it comes to repair and insurance, but other manufacturers might not. So you really need to look into what your specific manufacturer offers before you think about maybe going to one of these independent repair locations.
So finally, if I'm a student and I'm really short on cash, what should be my first option?
The first option, I think, would be to contact either your carrier, see how much it would cost you to repair your device. If it's kind of out of your price range, I would maybe look into one of those a third-party repair option.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. We'll leave it at that, and here's hoping that you won't have to deal with those repairs and are careful with your devices this year. Thanks for watching. I'm Bertha Coombs.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Dowdy from CNBC. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Here you'll find videos packed with all the info that you need to be smarter about your finances. Be sure and subscribe by clicking right here, and click on all the videos around me to see CNBC's original series Young Money, Tech Bet, Kramer's Mad Money, and all the latest from CNBC.